All right, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
We're the brothers at the Great Millstone branch of Chicago. And first and foremost, we're going to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the hopeful elect brothers out there pushing this truth with diligence and sincerity, risking your freedoms, your lives to do so, your livelihood, and everything else that comes along the line of fulfilling the lot that the Lord has given you in this lifetime upon measure to walk in the steps of the spirit of Yahweh Shai. All right. So we're going to go into this lesson. You know, me and the brother, Montezai, we're going to go into this lesson that's going to be basically, this is the new idolatry is just a reformed or revised version of the ancient idolatry that went on in the past. Where they're going to want you to amend certain things that you do so that you can bow down and worship the beast in this image, Salakia. So from there, I'm going to get Isaiah chapter 96. Because it's another thing, too, that, you know, most of these gods were based upon kings or based upon the decree of kings, you know, to be a means of control. You know, that's why religion itself is a means of control, because religion is man-made. It is not after the will of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. All right? But this is Psalms chapter 96, verse 4 I'll start at. For the Lord Yahweh is great and greatly to be praised. Meaning he's worthy of the praise because he actually did something, you know. Likewise is Yahweh Shai, because Yahweh created Yahweh Shai and he created everything else. So he's worthy to be praised. Not to mention he came and he died for the creation, you know, the elect amongst the nation of Israel over 2,000 some odd years ago. All right. So that they can receive truth. And it says he is to be feared above all gods, because you know what? You do have angels and demons that do exist, and you have the Israelites, which are gods. But you know, the Lord is to be feared more than these false idols. All right, they can do nothing, man. All right. At the end of the day, when it comes to something that these people bow down to, they're serving their creations or their idolatry and the works of their hands more than they're serving the Creator. All right. Is Melrose?
It's Maywood.
Oh, okay, kind of look.
My cousin live over there.
Yeah, kind of.
Just passed.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense because it's like Harlem and yeah. Because Melrose is back that way and shit. All right, con. It's lucky, but yeah, this is Psalms 96 and 5. It says, "For all the gods of the nations are idols, but the Lord Yahweh made the heavens. Honor and majesty are before him. Strength and beauty are in his sanctuary. Give unto the Lord Yahweh, O ye kindreds of the people. Give unto the Lord Yahweh glory and strength." All right? Because the Most High is worthy of everything since he made everything, man. All right? Yet people give honor and glory to the wicked works, because why? The wicked works says they can do whatever the hell they want to. All right? But not the Lord. All right? The Lord doesn't say that. As a matter of fact, I'm going to get that. If you want to read that Romans, the first chapter. Was it 1 and 18?
Oh. Let me just go there. Romans 1 and 18, and it reads, "For the wrath of the Most High is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men who hold the truth in unrighteousness, because that which may be known of the Most High is manifest in them, for the Most High hath showed it unto them."
Right. So, you know what? I'm going to let you finish that out, but that reminds me of the pondering of the hearts in Proverbs, the 24th chapter, 12th verse. So you can't get anything past the Most High. This is Proverbs 24:12. It says, if thou sayest, behold, we knew it not, doth not he that pondereth the heart consider it? And he that keepeth thy soul, doth not he know it? Right, because most of the time, well, all the time, the Lord has sealed your instruction. So he knew your reasoning behind whatever the hell you're doing, man. All right? He know why you wanted to pop this man's wife. Because you were wicked. It don't say that in the scriptures. And then some part of you knew it was wicked. And then you came by the introduction of the prophets. And then the first thing you want to say is, yeah, well, I've been reading my Bible, so, hey, man, and I just got one thing with the church. They don't agree with this. I still, I couldn't deal with the Muslims because of this. But I just want to eat pork and fuck bitches, man. And sometimes I want to fuck this. What if it's a dude's bitch? He ain't really paying no attention to her. No. Well, then y'all just evil. Y'all just wicked. Well, now you calling the Most High wicked, man. All right? It says, he that keepeth thy soul, doth not he know it? And shall not he render to every man according to his works? All right? So the Most High, he already knows your wicked ass heart.
According to the fruit.
Yep. This is Isaiah chapter 5, verse 20. It says, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, and that put darkness for light and light for darkness, and put the bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Right, because you're going about to establish your own righteousness. We're going to finish that Romans out, then we're going to grab that.
God. This is Romans 1:20. And it reads, for the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse. All right? So the things that made, understand that they were made by the Lord. Okay? Verse 21, because that when they knew the Most High, they glorified him not as the Most High, neither were thankful, but became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened. So the Lord, he took that the light from them and the understanding from them, all right, and put them in darkness to dishonor themselves.
Right, because it was pretty much sealed for 2/3 coming out of Egypt, man. Those same people are back today, but they seen that the Most High was real. They seen the miracles, even with Yahushua when he came. They seen all this and knew it, but understood it not, meaning they didn't submit, because they still wanted things according to their will, on their plans, on how they desired an order to be. And that's just not of the Lord Yahushua. All right? As a matter of fact, before I get this Romans, let me get this in this is John 15:14. Ye are my friends if you do whatsoever I command you. So there you go. All right, we are friends with the Lord, but there's an order to this, man. All right, it's not about our way, because we have a friend that knows all things. It's not just some friend that's just giving you advice based on how they dealt with things, or based on their situation, or it's opinionated. No, we deal with the Lord who has spent an eternity of being righteous. All right, and we have not done that. We don't know how to live forever. Can we lead someone to immortality? The only way is to lead them to Yahushua, who leads you to immortality. All right? So it's not going to be a thing of wicked works. These people trying to fix the world in a wicked ass way, but then you go to something that might cut all the shit that they talking about that's doing a lot of damage, and then they get butt hurt. Which you want to talk about the left and the right of this wicked ass system, this wicked ass bird, which is still taking heed to the little hats. All right? With their system, you'll tell them about certain shit that's going on wrong, and they'll act like that shit is not damaging anything, or it's not vicious. No, well, this is much worse. Well, how? When you think about building a strong nation, how would you go about it? The thing is you're just wicked, and this place is meant to fail anyway. But this is Romans 10:3. It says, I'm just starting verse 3. It says, for they being ignorant of the Most High's righteousness, and going about to establish their own righteousness, have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of the Most High. For Hamashiach is the end of the law, for righteousness to everyone that believeth. And what that goes by is talking about going by the Spirit. For Moses described the righteousness which is of the law, that the man which doeth those things shall live by them. Right? Because we're not under the law, so to speak, we're under Yahweh Shai. But Yahweh Shai is he is the new law. Put it that way. He's the authority. Where the law had dominion over us, now Yahweh Shai has dominion over us. And with that, yeah, there's compassion, there's grace, there's mercy, but at the same time, there's in by no means clearing the guilty. All right, because the Lord is long suffering, but it's by no means clearing the guilty, because He's as the Father, man. I mean, the Lord, Yahweh Shai does not pacify bullshit. That's when people get things twisted, man. He doesn't pacify and say that because I forgive, that means that you're allowed to do wickedness. That's what you people don't understand. Yeah, this is Sirach 27:1. This one. No, it's 21. Sirach 21:1. My son, hast thou sinned, do so no more. But ask pardon for thy former sins. It says, flee sin as from the face of a serpent, because the sin is still the face of a serpent. All right? But at the same time, this body is prone to go after serpents. It's foolish. All right? It's prone to want to do things that are not good for it. The only thing you can do is try to train it according to the Spirit, but it's still contrary towards the Spirit. All right? As a matter of fact, I'm gonna just end that off, and I'm gonna grab just to cut that all together and get back to the point, so that you understand. But it says it in Ecclesiastes, what is it, 7 and 15. Yeah, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 7. Verse 19, wisdom strengtheneth the wise more than 10 mighty men which are in the city. For there is not a just man upon earth that doeth good and sinneth not. So this is the wisdom. The Lord gave wisdom unto sinful men to help them. All right? He gave it unto which those are the righteous. In which those men will admit, I was nothing without the Most High. That's the reason why the Lord dealt with those men. And the Lord He did not impute sin upon them. All right? Because it was by the will of the Lord and the grace of the Lord that we were able to avoid destruction. All right? By the fear of the Lord, what it said that Moses built that ark, man, with fear. That wasn't a wisdom that was of his own. It was wisdom, essentially the fear itself was given from the Most High. And the rest of that wisdom handed down was given from the Most High. God. But it made Noah a great man throughout all ages. So this is what's going to save. This is the knowledge of the true God. It's not the knowledge of an idol. It is not the knowledge of someone who's doing their own will. You know? Let me know if you get a precept or anything.
Yeah, you know, a man's goings is of the Lord. So the Lord has an elect group of men that He's dealing with, a remnant. Okay, and he's ordered their steps to fulfill His will when it comes to the right hand side. This is Romans the 8th chapter, verse 29. It says, "For whom He did foreknow, He also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of His Son, that He might be the firstborn among many brethren, and the brethren are Israelites. Moreover, whom He did predestinate, them He also called, and whom He called, them He also justified, and whom He justified, them He also glorified. What shall we then say to these things? If the Most High be for us, who can be against us?" Okay? So the Lord has already ordered our steps. It's already actually been done through the Spirit already. Everything has already been done. The victory is already, we got the victory through the Spirit already.
This is Hebrews chapter 2, verse 10. For it became him, for whom are all things, and by whom are all things, in bringing many sons unto glory, to make the captain of their salvation perfect through sufferings. So the Lord, Yahweh Shai Shai, he gave us a way through Yahweh Shai, man, to escape the calamities of this world and the belief system of this world, man. All right? As a matter of fact, we're going to go from there.
The belief system of this world is all idolatry. It's all idolatry. Whether you're bending the knee to some type of actual figure, or whether you look at Cheesy Rice, you know, in his leprous image, it's all idolatry. Cheesy Rice.
I thought it was Ephesians. This is Ephesians chapter 4, verse 14. I'm gonna start at verse. I'm gonna start at verse 10. He that descended is the same also that ascended up up far above all heavens, that he might fill all things. Yahweh Shai. And he gave some apostles, and some prophets, and some evangelists, and some pastors and teachers, for the perfecting of the saints, for the work of the ministry, to make sure that we don't get caught up in all this madness that's out here. Because every time, you know, and that's the thing, it's vice versa, because the spirit is contrary against the flesh. Even if these guys call themselves prophets, even if they're so-called teaching Israel, if they're teaching a lie, all right, they're a part of the flesh. You know, there's fighting against the spirit, all right? But that's a part of the fight that the Most High desires, the spirit against the flesh, man. Light against darkness, man, all right? But each time a lesson comes out, there's another lie that comes out with it. That's the reason why we have to flood this truth. We have to flood the banks of this world with truth, all right? Because as many as many truths that we bring out, there's twice as many lies, man. Okay. And guess what? The lies aren't being clipped from off the internet. The truth is, you know, because that's what they want. But it says, for the perfecting of the saints, we're trying to get the elect of the nation of Israel right in the mind to know what's right and what's wrong. For the work of the ministry, for the edifying of the body of Hamashiach, and that's what it's all about. We're not here for all of Israel, all right? Till we all come into the unity of the faith, in which we know who that all is going to be the elect. And then after that, in the kingdom, is going to be the rest of the 2/3, man. And of the knowledge of the Son of the Most High, unto a perfect man, unto the measure of the stature of the fullness of Hamashiach, that we henceforth be no more children tossed to and fro, and carried about with every wind of doctrine, by the sleight of men and cunning craftiness, whereby they lie in wait to deceive. In which another thing that they use, if they're not using a physical image or something that's catchy, you know, they're using some form of their content, or they're selling some shit. Those are gimmicks. That's the sleight of men to get people involved. What can we do to make that people might like, to make them want to come around? I'm gonna take you guys want some pizza. I'll take you out to get some good pizza in Chicago. That nigga, you know. Hey, anything to get you involved, anything that's enticing to the flesh. What does it say in the scriptures? They zealously affect you, but not well, man. All right. They're trying to do whatever they can to knock you off your slope, man. And then I just remember this. Hold on, man. Slacky, the phone ended up cutting off. I was gonna get I think it's in the Kings, where it talks about how somebody had brought some to this prophet, and you know he still prophesied the same thing he was gonna say, which was not very good. All right, we're not interested in anyone buying merchandise, anyone giving anything to us. I mean, yeah, hey, the prophets really are supposed to basically just prophesy and be able to have people help them out in certain situations, but that's not what this is about. All right.
I got that. I think 14:22.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, this is 1 Kings 14:22. It says, "And Judah did evil in the sight of Yahweh, and they provoked him to jealousy with their sins which they had committed, above all that their fathers had done. For they also built them high places and images and groves on every high hill and under every green tree. And there were also Sodomites in the land, and they did according to all the abomination of the nations which Yahweh cast out before the children of Israel.
Right, because your God is not your pet. The Most High Yahweh Shmi Shai is not somebody that you're putting into submission. You're putting yourself into submission according to Him, man. And that's even if He wants you, that He's gonna put that spirit upon you, man. All right. Not everybody's worthy. Oh, you just want women to be property. You're not worthy to be my property. Neither are you worthy to be the Lord's. All right. But same time, yeah, man. You've heaped yourself unto thy lovers, man. And that day, go to those lovers, those guys that you chose, that were just everything after your lust. See if they're going to save you. And they will not, man.
Making their own righteousness.
Making your own righteousness. Let's go to Wisdom of Solomon 14. We're going to get ready to end it off.
I got it.
We're going to get it at 12.
Start
Yeah,
at
11.
12.
Yeah, 11.
Wisdom of Solomon 14 and 11, and it reads, Therefore, even upon the idols of the Gentiles shall there be a visitation, because in the creature of the Most High they are become an abomination, and stumbling blocks to the souls of men, and a snare to the feet of the unwise. For the devising of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication, and the invention of them the corruption of life. For neither were they from the beginning, neither shall they be forever. For by the vain glory of men they entered into the world, and therefore shall they come shortly to an end. For a father afflicted with untimely mourning, when he have made an image of his child soon taken away, now honored him as a god, which was then a dead man, and delivered to those that were under him ceremonies and sacrifices. Thus, in the process of time, an ungodly custom grew strong and was kept as a law, and graven images were worshipped by the commandments of kings.
Exactly, they made it a law. Because it was going with the orchestration of their kingdom, all right. Skip to verse 18.
Verse 18. Also the singular diligence of the artificer did help to set forward the ignorant to more superstition.
The enticement of the look or the feel of certain things. And that's another thing that's going to be going down with that C-hip, you know. Because if anybody watched, Ready Player One? That was another thing. The creator of most of that crap, he was dead, you know, physically, but he had put his image inside of something that would live forever, so to speak, which was the AI, all right? Because that's another thing. The C-hip is going to be linked to an AI system in a virtual system. You know, a virtual reality-like system, which is they're trying to intermingle what is the metaverse with this. That's what they want, all right? But go ahead.
Verse 19, for he peradventure, willing to please one in authority, forced all his skill to make the resemblance of the best fashion.
Like what did Elon say? He said they just keep on demanding more of this AI at a faster rate. That's what he said. Like he was sweating when he said that, man. All right, because it is an agenda that these guys have to look up towards with the elites. That they want things a certain way so they can control the masses.
Verse 20. And so the multitude, allured by the grace of the work, took him now for a god, which a little before was but honored. And this was an occasion to deceive the world, for men serving either calamity or tyranny did ascribe unto stones and stocks the incommunicable name. Moreover, this was not enough for them, that they erred in the knowledge of the Most High, but whereas they lived in the great war of ignorance, those so great plagues called they peace.
Exactly. With all this hell going on, and which, like we were just discussing, the right, the right wing of this place, they talk about all the real true issues, and which is not to say that the left don't talk about issues, but they use those issues of when things happen to so-called black minorities and women, you know, they hide behind that to do wickedness, you know. So these great plays, they call this peace. As a matter of fact, I told you how the bitch, she said we had 4 years of peace. I'm like, bitch, where? Like, where?
Under Trump.
Yeah. Well, this is a bitch that was a Kamala follower. But even the same with Trump, it was no peace with him. All right, there's gonna be more shooting of unarmed minorities. Well, that shit was going on with fucking with that went on with what's his name with Obama. It kind of started with him, with the fucking teenagers getting slaughtered and shit. And then Biden and Harris were in the office and these things are happening. So, you know, hey, you got a point. Yeah, they do. Sometimes Jake does get killed wrongfully. So what? So-called. You know, they died somewhat of an innocent death. Because even sometimes, even with that, in that, it was some parts you could see like, damn, well, he shouldn't have did that. And he probably would have got out of it. But ultimately, the Lord just sealed these people's judgment. And that's the reason. You know, they're not truly innocent. You know, but the shit that happens to them on how Esau would do things versus how he does it towards his people and the heathen, you know, we understand that is wicked. You know, but the left, they'll hide behind that as a means to say that they can go do some other type of wickedness, man. But these great plagues, they call peace as if this is how things are supposed to be. All right?
Yeah.
This bitch has cerebral palsy now. Or this person has a certain disease. A lot of these, especially with these entertainers, they're trying to, because another thing is too, it's been a lot of fucking so-called handy-capable people that are a part of the LGBTQ now. Or and it's crazy, it's weird, seeing a bitch with Down syndrome, but she's a lesbian, she has a girlfriend. But the reason why is because the average person that they're uplifting, you know, even some of their celebrities, the Lord's been cursing them motherfuckers, man. So now they have to make it look like these idols, that's how it's supposed to be, that's life. You know, you're finding out that some of these motherfuckers got Tourette's and mild autism. Yeah, a lot of these entertainers, man, it's bugged out. And some of their ass got some fucking disease.
Yeah, they have a episode on stage. You know, their eyes start twitching and shit.
Well, they're only human. What do you expect? Well, yeah, but at the same time, these things that used to be once upon a time ago. And then especially in the found... the icons, the American icons, you never used to hear about that shit. But let's go on here with this.
Verse 23. For whilst they slew their children in sacrifices, or used secret ceremonies, or made revelings of strange rites.
Which that's what it's gonna come down to again, because these bitches they can't kill their kids like they want to. All right. Now that you've been caught for adultery, all right, you can't get away with it. That's one of the reasons why you can't tell women what to do with it. Well, you tell men what to do with theirs all the time. All right? In which that's not your body. That's something that grows in you. And it's not a foreign disease. It's not a cancer. It is a child. Now, what you choose to do with that child after it comes out, that's on you. Still a piece of shit person. You know, if you're not ready to buckle down and be responsible. But at the same time, at least it's not murder. You people are justifying the murder of so-called innocent children, man. You know, who have done nothing to you, worthy of such things. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. This is verse 24. They kept neither lives nor marriages any longer undefiled.
Which is another thing, they've been pushing these traditions upon the people. And if you don't like them or accept them as a lifestyle that you would want for you or your children or your wife, then you are wicked. Because it's not just about tolerance. It's about you accepting this as a lifestyle, as if someone close to you, if they were to do it, you would be okay with it. Or you would be like, well, that's okay. That's good. That's nice. That's beautiful. I want that for them. That's the lifestyle that they're pushing, which is nothing more than an idol, and it pushes death. Go ahead.
But either one slew another treacherously or grieved him by adultery. So that there reigned in all men without exception blood and manslaughter, theft and dissimulation, corruption, unfaithfulness, tumults, perjury, disquieting of good men, forgetfulness, of good turns, defiling of souls, changing of kind, disorder in marriages, adultery, and shameless uncleanness. For the worshiping of idols not to be named is the beginning, the cause, and the end of all evil.
So we gonna end it off right there, man. It's lucky I cut the video off a bit early.
Let's see.
Yeah, just read
what was that, 14?
just read 14 to 27 again.
Okay. Wisdom of Solomon 14:27. For the worshiping of idols not to be named is the beginning, the cause, and the end of all evil.
That's right.
For either they are mad when they For either they are mad when they be merry, or prophesy lies, or live unjustly, or else lightly forswear themselves.
So that's the breakdown. All right. That's the breakdown, man. That's the reason why idolatry and whoredom or adultery are two sins that you would be put to death for. Because the thing is that spreads manners of wickedness, man. All right. Idolatry is higher than whoredom. Idolatry is the highest sin that you can commit. That is the highest sin that you can commit, which is denying Yahweh Shem Yahushai, because that leads to everything else. All right? That's why it says, he that cometh to preach is another Yahushai. Even if they were actually saying the names, you're still preaching another Jesus or another Yahushai.
Let him be accursed.
Let him be accursed. All right? Even if you slap the name on it, if it's not the truth and you bring idolatry into it, well, you're not nothing different than what the Roman Catholics were doing when they first made the Catholicism religion, man. You know? And look at what evil came from that. All this help to spin that, man. All right? But yes, you know, hey, this world is full of idolatry, and it's leading all up to one thing: the C-hip, man. It's all leading to the C-hip. If you want to do what you want to do, according to how you want to do it, whatever it may be, take this. Just like it was talking about the prophets, you know, whether it be somebody being married or prophesying lies, you know, it all leads to this bullshit of you being caught up in the world, of you being caught up into the system of the enslavement under this devil, and nothing else. Has nothing to do with Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Has nothing to do with living a godly purpose, but it feels good to you. So in that feel good spirit, it makes you feel like that's a part of God, and that's not true. But with that, we're going to end this lesson off. We're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rekakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles once again. Shalom to you brothers out there pushing this truth, man. Kwame Yasharala.
Kwame Yasharala.
Shalom.
Shalom.
And the Bible Ball.